What's up, YouTube? This is Turtles903 here. I'm just gonna come at you with my Prank Kids deck profile for July 2021. I got third place at my recent locals this past Thursday. It is currently Sunday, so it is a couple days after. I went X1 at the tournament. Like I said, got third place. I actually lost to the guy who won first place. He was playing some kind of mixed deck with Dragon Link and the Rocket and something else. I really don't know, but I thought I'd come with you, show you my deck profile, because I know Prank Kids is a very popular deck. It is a budget friendly deck. This one I kind of spent a little money on, so I could have a little bit better cards, but that doesn't take away from the fact that you can replace those cards and play a more budget friendly deck. The most expensive cards probably gonna be Prank Kids Place, but either way, this is the deck. This is gonna be a deck profile with the side deck, extra deck, and main deck. So let's just go ahead and get started. Don't want to make this video too long for you guys. We'll start off, of course, with the monsters. Of course, you got 3 Fansies, 3 Dropsies, 3 Galantes, and then I'm playing 3 Roxies. Some people do play only 2, but I think 3 is good enough. You can always side one out. I always did it after every match. That way, it's still consistent. You still see a lot of Prank Kids monsters, so it's fine. So you can either play 2 or I play 3, like I said. Next, for that's only monsters I play. I do play other monsters like the hand traps, but they're all the anti-meta stuff. So let's get into that. You got 3 Hand Blossom, Ash Blossom, sorry, 3 Ghost Orc and Snow Rabbit, 3 Droll and Lockbird, 3 Niribru, I think is how you say that, and 1 Dinosaur or Prankertops. Like I said, this is just a more of an anti-meta, a more monster lineup. That way, I mean, you only need 1 Prank Kids monster to go off on a combo. So a lot of this deck is to just, if you're going second, to have stop your opponent. All of these are basically self-explanatory. No need to go over them that much. So that's all the monsters that I play. Let's go into the spells. You of course have 3 Prank Kids Place. Like I said, if you're building the budget-friendly deck, this is gonna be most expensive cards, about $20 or so at the time of recording of this video. You do need 3 such as your Prank Kids monsters. That way, if you don't draw one, you can ask to get one, and it also you gain 500 attack every time you link summon, and your opponent's monsters lose 500 attack on their monsters every time you link summon, so that's good. Next, you got your fusion. You have 3 Prank Kids Pandemonium. Like I said, this is your polymerization of the deck, but it is quick play, so it's a lot better than polymerization. You can play it if you want to. I'm just playing this. I'm not playing the polymerization build. You can activate this on your opponent's turn. You can activate it basically whenever, especially if they try to pop one of your Prank Kids monsters. You can chain this and, you know, fusion summon whatever you want. The only bad thing is you are locked into only Prank Kids monsters after that for normal and special summon. Next, 2 Prank Kids Pranks. Some people play 1. I think 2 is good enough. You can always side one out. I always did. This is what you'll really see. This is kind of your pot of average of the deck. At your end phase, you can add 3 Prank Kids cards from your graveyard back to your deck, then draw 1 card. The first effect is if you discard a Prank Kids monster, you can special summon Prank Kids token, which does come up sometimes if you really want to, so you can link summon or stuff like that. So it's really not that bad. Next, then non-Prank Kids spells. I do play 2 Book of Moon. Usually I sided 1 out. You don't have to play this. If I was going to take 1 out, I'd probably put Regeki in here, so you can have some more monster removal or anything like that. But Book of Moon is nice. You know, you can always Book of Moon their monsters. That way they can't exceed or anything like that. Next, the 1-ups. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 Caught by the Grave, 1 Instant Fusion. These are kind of self-explanatory. Caught by the Grave is a more anti-meta. Harpies to get rid of the back row. Monster Reborn. Instant Fusion, you do play 2 fusion monsters that you can target with instant fusion, or I do at least. It did come up 1 or 2 times, and it did help me keep going with my combos whenever my Prank Kids monsters got Ash Blossom in the graveyard, so I wouldn't special summon or anything like that. So those are my spell cards, and then the last 2 cards are my Prank Kids plan. Some people play one or don't play it at all. I think it's pretty good, especially if it's in a graveyard. Basically, that's what I use it for. You can read it right there. I'll read it to you real quickly. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Shuffle any number of Prank Kids cards from your graveyard into the deck, and if you do, the attacking monster loses 100 attack for each card shuffle until the end of this turn. You can only activate each effect of Prank Kids plan once per turn, and the first effect is during the main phase. You can activate this effect immediately after the effect resolves. Only summon 1 Prank Kids Link monster using Prank Kids monsters you control as material. Like I said, I play 2. Usually I'll send this with Fansies the second time I use this effect, because it's just like Prank Kids Pranks. It's kind of like a pot of avarice. You can just recycle all your Prank Kids cards, not even just monsters cards, back into the deck. Usually I'd side one out, so I'd usually just play 1. As you can see in my deck, I have a lot of cards I can just side out, like Roxy's, Pranks, and Plan. So that's 3 cards automatically that I could side out, and it worked really well, I'm not gonna lie. Next to the extra deck, of course you're gonna have to play a token, so just any token that you want. Next you got 3 Prank Kids Meow Meow. You have to play 3. This is you can banish this card instead of letting your monsters tribute themselves as cost. So like your Battle Butler, when you use this effect to tribute itself to do the Raigeki effect, you just banish this from your field or graveyard. So that's really good. Next is 2 Prank Kids Doodle Doo. I was playing 3 at one point, cut it out. 2 is good enough, so because you're always recycling your monsters anyways from your graveyard. At one point in the tournament I did need a 3rd one, but that was the only time, and I was just trying to get some combos off. But like I said, 2 is good enough. This is, if you're playing the budget friendly build, this is gonna be your 2nd most expensive card, I believe. I think it's running at about $15. You can play with 1, but 2 is a little bit better. Next one is gonna be Prank Kids Bow Wow Bart. This is the one that you can tribute off on your opponent's turn to get 2 Prank Kids monsters, I believe. No, 2 Prank Kids cards from your graveyard back to your hand. So you need this to go off with the combo. The last Link monster of Prank Kids is going to be Rip Roaring Roaster. This is going to be the Harpy's Feather Duster Prank Kids monster. Basically, you have it out, you can tribute itself, and it destroys all your opponent's spell and trap cards. So it's really good, and it's also a 3000 attack. So that's good. Next for the Prank Kids fusion monsters, 1 Rocky Ride. Need this to go off with your combo because you can tribute itself and special summon 2 Prank Kids monsters. So you need at least 1 of him. The next one is Prank Kids Weather Washer. I didn't really bring this out much, honestly, but it does give you another instant fusion target. And if you don't have Rocket Ride in your graveyard, or if you don't have Rocket Ride to special summon because, you know, it got negated or anything like that, still in your graveyard, you can bring this out. This one you tribute on your opponent's turn. You see here, during your opponent's turn, you can tribute this card and target 2 Prank Kids non-fusion monsters with different names in your graveyard and special summon them. So it's like Rocket Ride, but for your opponent's turn. And then the last 2 fusion monsters is going to be Prank Kids Battle Butler. I do play 2. A lot of people play 1. I play 2. And it did come up a couple times where they got rid of my first one, and I still made the second one. This is going to be the Raigeki monster effect, where you can tribute itself and destroy all your opponent's monsters. They are a quick effect, just to let you know. Most of these, just like the Rip Roaring Roaster, is a quick effect, so you can use it during your opponent's turn almost at any time. So this can stop all their combos before they Exceed Summon, Link Summon, and all that kind of stuff. So it's really good. Like I said, I play 2. You don't specifically have to play 2, but it would help. The Exceed monsters I play is 1 Totally Awesome and 1 Abyss Dweller. Totally Awesome you make with Dropsies. At first I didn't understand why you made Totally Awesome, but now I do. I just play it because you can special summon 2 Dropsies whenever you fusion summon for Battle Butler on your opponent's turn, or on your next turn, of course. And you can just negate an effect. And Abyss Dweller, if you happen to have your 2 Roxys out there and you're playing a graveyard heavy opponent, you can just special summon a Abyss Dueler with a Battle Butler. If you want to see that combo, let me know in the comments and I can show you in a different video. But yeah, I played a Abyss Dueler, and then I had 2 left extra deck spots, so I went ahead and played Nightmare Phoenix and Apollousa. Never really went into it too much, but they were there just in case. The way you can special summon Prank Kids monsters, Apollousa is a very good card. So I ran it just in case, and Phoenix is just another level Link 2 that I can go off with, and I can discard a card. So like I said, never really went into them, but they were there just in case. So that's my main deck and extra deck, and now decided to show you my side deck. And we'll go this real quickly. We have 3 Ghost Spell, stops almost any effect in the graveyard. If I probably next time I go, I'll probably replace this, put it in the main deck instead of Ghost Orb, and replace Ghost Orb with something else to put in the side deck. I think my deck, I'll put Denko Sekka in there instead, in my side deck, just in case. I didn't have them in yet, that's probably why I didn't do it, but like I said, I'll probably put the Ghost Spell in my main deck instead. Next is going to be 2 Artifact Lancia. Of course, it stops your opponent from banishing for the turn. It can't stop specific decks, but you have to hit the right deck. Sometimes it is just a dead card against other decks, like I said. The next is 2 Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler is kind of like a Ash, but it is a little bit better in some cases. But Effect Veiler just negates your opponent's monsters. And then we have 2 DD Crow. DD Crow was a last minute side deck card that I put in there. Like I said, I was going to put originally Denko Sekka, but I didn't have them in yet. So I just threw these 2 DD Crow in there. But like I said, it might come out. I do have the Phantasmal card. So I might play that instead, but we'll see what happens. 3 MST, Mystical Space Typhoon. I don't have the Twin Twister or Cosmic Cyclone, so I just played 3 MST for the decks that we're gonna, side in a bunch of negates, like trap cards, like the Imperial Order will stop you big time. A Rivalry of the Warlords, there can only be one summon limit, stuff like that. So you need some back row destruction other than just the Harpies and the Rip Roaring Roaster, because they can play that and it does stop your whole thing. Next is 2 Solemn Judgment, just to protect your cards a little bit more. I didn't side it in that much. They are kind of slow, but just in case. And the last one was Imperial Order. It doesn't make sense for me to play Imperial Order. You might be thinking because I'm playing a lot of spell cards, but on my opponent's turn, if I know they're playing a lot of spell cards like Sky Striker, I can just activate this. It stops their whole turn, and it lets me at least go into my next turn and go off with my combo, because I don't have to keep this on the field. I do not have to pay the 700, I believe. Yeah, pay 700 life points to destroy it. So on my turn, I wouldn't pay out, just let it get destroyed, and I'll stop that Sky Striker deck from going off for one turn, and I can go off with my combo for the turn instead. So that is my deck profile on Prank Kids. Like I said, I did go X1 at my tournament, got 3rd place with it. There's probably a couple things I'll be changing in this deck. I'll see how it does next time. But other than that, if you want to see the Prank Kids combo or see some plays that I did at the tournament, please let me know. I can make a different video for you. Other than that, also if you want to come back, check out my channel. I do have about a couple boxes of King's Quartz coming in, so look out for that. So other than that, that's all I got for you, YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching.